And what is up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the American League and National League All-Stars. So obviously behind me you see all the starters. Some of those might have changed because of injury, but we're going to be looking at them now. DH for the American League, you have Don Alvarez. For the National League, you have Shohei Ohtani. Catching for both for the leagues, Adley Rutschman and William Contreras. For first base, you have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bryce Harper. Second base, Jose Altuve, my favorite player and probably the best player of all time. Second base for the National League, Ketel Marte. For third base, we have Jose Ramirez and Alec Bohm. Shortstop, we have Gunnar Henderson and Trey Turner. Outfield, we have Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and Stephen Kwan. And for the National League outfield, we have Christian Yelich, Jurickson Profar, and Fernando Tatis Jr. But we will be looking at them. All of the American, sorry, I'm looking at my other monitor. In the American League, Adley Rutschman catching, Vlad Jr. at first. But Jose Altuve is sitting out the All-Star game. So Marcus Semien will be taking his spot in the starting lineup.
And especially when I don't want to play with sound in like the middle of the
that's
night.
it.
They're pretty
And
annoying.
then reserves for the American League. We have Salvador Perez from the Kansas City Royals, Josh Naylor from the Cleveland Guardians, and if y'all don't know, you can see all the teams behind me. The infielder Isaac Paredes from the Tampa Bay Rays, infielder Willie Castro from the Minnesota Twins, infielder Corey Seager from the Texas Rangers, infielder Jordan Westburg from the Baltimore Orioles, infielder Bobby Witt Jr. from Kansas City Royals. Outfielder Jarren Duran from the Red Sox. Outfielder Riley Green from the Tigers. Outfielder Outfielder from the Baltimore Orioles, Anthony Santander. And then the DH, David Fry from Cleveland. Starting pitchers for the American League, we have left-handed pitcher Tyler Anderson from the LA Angels, right-hander Corbin Burns from the Baltimore Orioles, left-hander Garrett Crochet from the Chicago White Sox, relief pitcher Tanner Houck from the Boston Red Sox, Seth Lugo will be the right-handed pitcher for the Kansas City Royals, another Royals arm, the lefty Cole Ragans, and the lefty Tariq Skubal will be your American League starting pitchers.
I don't think we joined the same server.
Going to the relief pitchers, Emmanuel Clase, Clay Holmes, and Andres Munoz from the Guardians, Yankees, and Mariners. Mason Miller from the Oakland Athletics, and that's their only All-Star, and the flamethrower righty. And then, lastly, to round out the pitchers, we have right-handed pitcher Kirby Yates from the Texas Rangers. Now, still all-stars in the American League, just unavailable for the game, and you'll not see it. Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa from the Minnesota Twins. Jose Altuve, you can see behind me. He's a Houston Astro, but Carlos Correa from the Minnesota Twins.
I'm gonna go get a trade.
I just lost it. There we go. Rafael Devers from the Boston Red Sox, right-handed pitcher from the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. And lastly, outfielder Kyle Tucker. That is your American League All-Stars. Give it up for your AL players. Sorry, I went a little fast there, but for the National League, the starters, I explained them. They're over here, if you just want to look. But let me just make sure there's no replacements. I don't think so.
Get inside.
Yes, Fernando Tatis Jr. will be sitting out the All-Star game. but Teoscar Hernandez will be going in as your Home Run Derby champion. Reserves, we have catcher Will Smith from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Infield, we have C.J. Abrams from the Washington Nationals. Pete Alonso from the New York Mets. Luis Arias from the San Diego Padres. Mookie Betts is actually a bench player. Kind of surprised me, but he's there from the Los Angeles Angels. Dodgers. Freddie Freeman's also there. Ryan McCann from Colorado, which if you saw the video, he was my vote for third base. He is having a monstrous season. And then a lot of y'all's favorites from the Cincinnati Reds, infielder Ellie De La Cruz. Outfielder, we have Jackson Merrill. Heliot Ramos from the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Giants, Heliot Ramos. Outfielders, Brian Reynolds. And then lastly, DH, having a monstrous season at the plate, carrying the Atlanta offense, which is kind of crazy. Marcell Ozuna. And then we have Max Fried as a starting pitcher from the Atlanta Braves. Hunter Green from the Cincinnati Reds. Shota Imanaga from the Chicago Cubs. Ronaldo Lopez from the Atlanta Braves. Christopher Sanchez, the lefty, from the Philadelphia Phillies. Paul Skeens will be starting for the NL. We don't know who's starting for the AL yet, but Paul Skeens will be doing that job in the NL. Logan Webb, the righty, will be pitching as well. Relief pitchers, Jeff Hoffman and Matt Strahm from the Philadelphia Phillies. Miami, Tanner Scott, San Diego, Robert Suarez, and lastly, Washington Nationals, Kyle Finnegan. Unavailable, we talked about Fernando Tatis Jr., Tyler Glasnow from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Ryan Helsley from the St. Louis Cardinals, Chris Sale from the Atlanta Braves, and Ranger Suarez from the Philadelphia Phillies, as well as Zach Wheeler will be. All of those guys will be sitting out, but those are your American League and National League players. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about snubs, and I actually think they did a pretty good job this year, but there is one huge one that they missed out of. Let me go here. Yeah, Ronel Blanco isn't an all-star. What? He's still not an all-star? I mean, I know the starting pitchers are healthy, but are they? Are they even healthy? Yeah, they are. Except for Logan Gilbert. Wait, what? Who got Logan Gilbert's spot? Anyways, how are they doing this? Like, okay, everyone here deserves it. Like, I'm not about to say Seth Lugo, who I just found out got the spot, doesn't deserve it. But no way you don't incorporate Ronel Blanco. He threw a no-hitter. Someone do research and tell me in the comments how many players have threw a no-hitter on their first start of the season and then went to go on and not make the All-Star game. That's insane. Someone call the MLB and we need to do something about this. If you can't see Stephen Kwan's name, there you go. Yeah. I think that's it. Everyone here deserves it. I don't know how much. I'm going through this one last time. Clay Holmes does not deserve it at all. Neither does Kirby Yates. But y'all might not know the name Taylor Scott, but he's having a 1.44 ERA season. And Clay Holmes is having a 2.9. 1.44 through 55 innings compared to Clay Holmes, like 62 innings, I'm guessing, and a 2.9 ERA. I'm not arguing. That is great. But compared to Taylor Scott, like that's another snub. Sorry for the mouse in the background. That's another person. But yeah, that snub is crazy. Let's go through the NL. Tell me in the comments if y'all think Jerkson Profar has slowed down at all, because I think he has. Yeah, all of these people deserve it. Maybe not Kyle Finnegan. I mean, he's having a monstrous season.
Brown Pandas.
I guess when you go through the relievers in the NL, there's not much good ones. But yeah, that's all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Make sure to like and subscribe.